Picture a place so vast it could swallow a football stadium, filled with a deafening roar and the metallic tang of progress. Sparks fly, casting shadows on towering steel and concrete structures. This is a cathedral of fire and force, where workers transform society's junk into the skeleton of our world. It's dirty, dangerous, and absolutely essential, but it's more than noise and grime. This is recycling on a colossal scale. Every skyscraper, bridge, and highway relies on steel, much of it reborn from discarded relics, old cars, appliances, and beams. These mills give scrap a second, nobler life. The people here are a special breed, tough, smart, and hyper-aware, fluent in the language of machines. They're the unsung heroes, turning trash into the backbone of modern life. They don't do it for glamour, they do it because it matters. Next time you cross a bridge or enter a skyscraper, remember, the steel began as something forgotten, reborn in fire and sweat. This isn't just manufacturing, it's a cycle of death and rebirth. The journey from scrap heap to skyline is a story worth telling. It's dirty, beautiful, and fundamentally important, and it all starts here. Our story begins in the scrapyard, a chaotic landscape of twisted metal from crushed cars to old appliances. It's not just junk, it's raw material for the future. Giant cranes with electromagnets sort ferrous metals from the rest, ensuring only the right ingredients make it to the next stage. Hydraulic shears chop large pieces down, prepping them for the furnace. Inspectors and sensors scan for contaminants. Safety is everything. Every piece of metal here has a history, but soon, those stories will melt away. The scrapyard is the great equalizer, caring only for what metal can become. Here, the past is collected and prepared for transformation. It's gritty, unglamorous, but vital. This is the first chapter in Rebar's journey. From forgotten relics to future foundations, it all starts here. The process is messy, but the purpose is clear. The future is forged from yesterday's leftovers. Now, we reach the heart of the mill, the electric arc furnace, or EAF. Sorted scrap is loaded into a massive bucket and dropped into the furnace's belly. Instead of fire, the EAF uses raw electricity. 3 giant graphite electrodes unleash arcs of energy, melting the scrap at over 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit. The noise is thunderous, the light blinding. Workers monitor the process from a safe distance, clad in heat-resistant suits. They control the power, monitor the melt, and ensure everything goes to plan. It's brute force and precision, chaos and control. The scrap's old identities are obliterated, replaced by a uniform fiery liquid. In about an hour, tons of metal are transformed. This is where the real magic happens, turning yesterday's junk into tomorrow's steel. The EAF is the crucible of transformation, and the journey continues. Melting is just the beginning. The molten steel is full of impurities. It's transferred to a ladle metallurgy furnace, where the chemistry is perfected. Argon gas bubbles through, lifting out unwanted elements like sulfur and phosphorus, which are trapped in slag and skimmed away. Next, precise alloys are added, manganese for strength, silicon for purity, tailoring the steel for its final purpose. Technicians sample and test the steel constantly, making adjustments until the recipe is perfect. Quality control is relentless. Every batch must meet strict standards. This isn't guesswork, it's science and skill, ensuring the steel is strong enough for bridges and skyscrapers. The refining process is a delicate dance, blending art and industry. Only when the steel is flawless does it move on. Perfection isn't optional, it's required. The backbone of our world demands nothing less. Now, the steel is ready for its next transformation. With the steel refined, it's time to turn liquid into solid. Enter the continuous caster, a machine that shapes molten steel into long, solid billets in a seamless process. The ladle pours steel into a tundish which feeds a steady stream into water-cooled copper molds. The outer shell solidifies instantly while the core remains molten, forming a red-hot strand. As it's drawn downward, water sprays cool and harden the billet completely. The strand is cut into manageable lengths and sent to a cooling bed. In minutes, chaotic liquid becomes uniform blocks of steel. This innovation makes steelmaking faster and more efficient than ever. The billets are now ready for their final transformation. The journey from formless to formidable continues. The billets, still glowing, head to the rolling mill for their final shape. First, they're reheated to make them malleable, then shot through a series of rollers at high speed. Each pass squeezes and stretches the steel, thinning and lengthening it. Special grooves in the final rollers press the signature ribs onto the rebar, essential for gripping concrete. The process is a blur of heat, motion, and precision. Finished rebar shoots onto a cooling bed, cut to length, and bundled for delivery. What began as scrap is now a strong ribbed bar, ready to reinforce the world. The transformation is complete. From junk to backbone, the steel's journey is nearly done. Next stop, the real world. Behind every bar of rebar is a team of unseen guardians, quality control and safety experts. They test, inspect, and monitor every step, ensuring each bar meets rigorous standards. Mechanical tests measure strength and flexibility. Only the best steel makes the cut. Safety is a culture here. Protective gear, strict protocols, and constant training keep workers safe. Every sample, every test, every procedure builds trust in the final product. Engineers rely on this trust when designing bridges and skyscrapers. The quiet diligence of these guardians is the foundation of our infrastructure. Without them, nothing stands. Their work is meticulous, often thankless, but absolutely vital. They are the silent strength behind every structure. Why go through all this trouble? Because rebar is the hidden hero of the modern world. Concrete is strong under pressure but weak when pulled or bent. Rebar fixes that. Embedded in concrete, steel bars create reinforced concrete, combining strengths for unmatched durability. The ribs lock rebar into place, making buildings and bridges resilient against earthquakes, storms, and time. Every major structure relies on this partnership. Without rebar, our cities would be unrecognizable. No skyscrapers, bridges, or overpasses. Though buried from view, rebar's impact is everywhere. It literally supports our civilization. Every bridge crossed, every building entered is a testament to this hidden network. It's a humble product with a mighty purpose, and it all starts in the mill. The journey from scrap to rebar is a story of transformation, ingenuity, and sustainability. It's not just recycling, it's industrial reincarnation, turning yesterday's waste into tomorrow's foundation. Every recycled bar is a win for the environment, saving resources and energy. This process is a metaphor for progress, taking the old and forging the future. Steel's recyclability makes construction smarter and more responsible. The world is full of hidden stories like this. Real people, real work, real impact. Rebar connects our past to our future, linking the efforts of mill workers to the safety of generations. It's a dirty job, but a noble one, building strong, lasting, sustainable structures. That's a job worth celebrating, and it all begins with a single piece of scrap.